the post-George Bush era. I was really paranoid. I saw these parallels, and I was kind of, I guess, politically, naive at the time. And I thought they were going to come down the streets and kill us all. I thought that the Democrats were the true opposition. I was involved in the rise. I thought that they took over Congress in 06 because I was one of those well-paying people. Right? I was a farm science. I'm just kidding. I didn't know that. So anyway, my first libertarian act right now was my first libertarian organizing act, because I started to chat with other people. So I wanted to shoot back when they came down the roads, I couldn't get that Democratic spaces. So I got a genius. I was like, this fast one right here. Right? These people don't really get it. It turns out that's libertarianism, right? So, and after libertarian came through, I remember shooting, he's like, let me introduce you to this philosophy. I was like, oh, okay. So they're all of it. And so, the rest is history. My first libertarian convention was Denver in 2008 with Palmer Evan. So that was kind of where I was pretty fun. Anyway, then the rest is history. I'm now saying it's Terra of Libertarians, which I did for 3 years now. I'm a state party secretary. My county party secretary. Numerous other projects and various commentary outreaches and stuff like that. So, thanks. Stay here.
Hi, my name is Leslie Peterson. I started my libertarian journey as both a second-generation libertarian and a recovering Democrat, trying to put them together, but it happened. I've been a libertarian for about 10 years now. It started with a gift of Alice Shrugged from my English teacher when I was high school, and continued on into Jaivism and Ron Paul, and now I am the outreach chair of Outway Libertarians. I am in the Libertarian Caucus. I am in the Audition Caucus. I've worked with my county and my state and my party. I am
said in the introduction, I've been raised since George Bush years, and a lot of people didn't notice that different sort of legislation that was coming out and the Patriot Act. And I like then worrying about those kind of things. Great, now that we can see what's going on with Donald Trump, right? What's really disturbing to me is that we're seeing this, it's always been a catalyst for this really, hyper-nationalistic, this very jingoistic sort of, identity. And I mean, it's almost like I feel like I have to explain, this is Nazi Germany, like it's proto stage. It's, that plays it all.
I think the parallels between where we are now and proto-Nazi Germany are strong. We've got a strong nationalist government that is appealing to our fear of the economy and the depressions that we've experienced and the recessions that we've experienced. It's appealing while using a scapegoat of another race and religion. It's using our fear of minorities and crime on the street, which I don't know if you guys follow Human Progress .org, but city crime is the lowest it's been in recorded history. Recorded history. So if you go to conservative top media, all you see is city crime, black on black crime, Islamic crime, BKB terrorist attacks, and everything's promoted. But the numbers are low. This is what we've never seen. We've got society itself is growing, but our government is creating and feeding off of our fear, which is very similar to how Nazi Germany got Hitler in power. And I mean, to make this Stalin law, Stalin law, where we always appeal to, oh my goodness, this person is Hitler. But what we're experiencing, the fear, the homophobia, the xenophobia, the economy at risk, these things are too parallel for us to dismiss. We're seeing normal people, our neighbors, our friends and family, who are falling for this fear and going for charismatic leaders that they believe will save and rescue them from these dangerous and extremist outgroups in order to protect the ignorance that they are part of. I was finishing up my degree in college this semester, and my psychology teacher, the lovely lady, we had talked about gender and about many different things. She was great, but she wasn't talk because she was afraid of being consequencing, and she was afraid of Muslim coming in and terrorizing the U.S. This is what we saw looking back at history on the everyday during that period. They weren't doing so maliciously. They were falling for fear that the government had instilled in them, and we're seeing that happen today. What the OPA needs to do is reach out and talk about love, not fear. Talk about how we're full of peace and freedom will solve this instead of creating this monster.
I think that there are parallels. I was mentioning about between today and my other book in Germany. I think I was asking you 20 or something like that. When I read constantly on this parallels, and I read that at the same time that for me, one of my Marxists really catch all the structure and reason. So that was one of the honest parallels that Picard was talking about how he said that these beginnings of the 80s were very similar to the Weimar period, when society was breaking down, fuel was on the rise, the old labs falling apart, the light was falling apart, the economic vacuum, things like communism and not seeing this happen. And Picard predicted that that was something that we have to be concerned with. That was exactly saying we were about that. And I saw it, I said, I didn't know that. I actually never heard that about it. And I kind of think about it, and I kind of stopped being afraid, and I started believing it was kind of where I started seeing signs again in the collapse of the democratic into these neoliberalism and populist social democracy, for lack of a better word, versus terrorism. As a way to making it might not be, and it might not be, that provides obviously lots of opportunity. But it provides other options of opportunity. When they look at how the economy 7% of them, we allow society to fragment into and keeps. This is what happens. And you see that, you see the all-right versus the all-right versus the neocon. It's not quite right. And we're kind of like on the edge of all of that. I think there's a lot, I don't know how many that's, a lot of those two big ones. But then there is the more getting politics-based one, and of course, your reaction to that, is strife, is putting down the economic system. And that is going again. I won't let that, some comes back, some of it comes along, and it gets a lot of people like that, and everything else becomes second to that. And I think Trump is a nice foreshadowing of what could be bad, because Trump's at least a populist within the closest same period as all parameters, but that is somebody who really knows that, and somebody who really hates somebody like David Duke. That's the next stage. And I think we could get there. And I think that hate gets excited between left and right, and you're not always in the middle of those. So people who are so if we have this, we just set up such a simple and also like see both stuff can be done differently. I'm just going to take a minute to short my answer here on this one. I'm a former paramedic. In 2001, I was sitting in my firehouse on one of those. We had just been paid, we were getting ready to respond. And I heard that conversation that's stuck with me ever since. I heard one very angry person say, well, wow, wow, wow. And I didn't think people responsible meant, the simple name, address, skin color, language, etc. State of music, you can see his little plug. And another person trying to do this reason said, that's dangerous talk. We've had camps in this country before, we can have it again. And the first man turned and said, you're right. Let's go to the next. It's 2017, and 16 years later, and it didn't happen. I believe that we were primed in 2001 for the dictatorship we're going to get. I'm going to say something that will not be very popular in libertarian circles. I'm going to say something that's true. What kept us from falling into a dictatorship in 2001 is something that slows down our political system. The fact that the other parties that are broad-based parties that are opposed of grassroots or populist components, and the elites at the top actually do the government. What happens is, whichever party happens to be in charge, it's over to be shouting, turn all the way to the left or turn all the way to the right. And we'll wait and not say, okay, we're going to do that. And we'll turn when people are shouting for something dangerous and deadly. But that system is not a fact of nature. That system evolved over years and it can be broken. They can be broken. When the populist wing of a party gains control of that party, when the say leaders of the populist wing are able to intimidate the elites and say, we're not going to govern your way, it also breaks down when the leaders of the party do more than Lincoln not. Really, Lincoln not too much and they get caught line. But they make it clear when they're very, very blunt with their followers and supporters that yes, we will do exactly what you say. As long as you give us the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Just give us all three, we'll do exactly what you say without intending to do it. And that's what the Republicans have done for several decades. They said, we promise, we'll do all the crazy things you want. Just give us everything. And they got everything. And people wanted them to do all the crazy things that they said they would do. And now their choice is we do it, or we lose control of the party. Maybe we lose our party. What's going to happen if the Republican Party does start to weaken? We have a choice as libertarians. We can live in a one-party country, or we can step out to the plate. I encourage us to step out to the plate. And in terms of that, in terms of how we step out to that plate, Joey, we need to grow. We need to be a bigger party. We need more officials. So all we're talking about today is visions. Being careful who we associate with. Being careful with how we balance that with visions. Well, I think the answer is love liberty. And everyone has something in their heart that leads to liberty. And it's our job, literally it's our job to nurture it, to find these people, to tell them to let them know that they're loved, to let them know there's a place for them. That when they worry about a party, when they're not in a party, when they want anything to do with the party, when they don't have anything to do with politics at all, let them know that there's a party. It's based on love. It's based on not forcing people. It's based on voluntary action. That our goal is peace and prosperity. And we don't have any more else. We don't have any ulterior motives. Our ulterior motive is our own freedom. We want freedom. And we do it in different ways. And some of us are more right-wing, some of us are more left-wing, some of us are more liberal, some of us are more radical, some of us are more anarchistic, and some of us are more anarchistic, and some of us are anarchism plus. There are million kinds of libertarians. And that's, I think, our biggest point, is that witness. And then it's something that we were talking about earlier, we have to and it is something that too much intolerance. And it could be tolerant for everyone. The said, at a certain point, we must be intolerant against only intolerance. It's the only thing we'll tolerate. The only thing we'll tolerate is when people don't tolerate. And that's one of those things I know I have a particular libertarian view. I'm not constructive about it. And I know that when I discuss my particular libertarian view, other libertarians, people I love, there is this tendency in me is to dismiss that out of account, to say, I know better than you, because I know about this stuff since I'm 12 years old, like how things like that, and I do it right from the start. I see myself every day that on the internet, and I see when I meet people on the street. Watch that yourself. That's all. Be the best lieutenant you want. Try things with it. In the old, there's a philosophy called the political party. We are a political party. We're a political party with philosophy. And that's the difference. Okay? We're a political party. And we're selling your philosophy. We've got a double win. We've got two things to worry about. We've got two entries into the human psyche that are unique in combination. They don't have. And I think that 100% against association. But that's what we have to do. That was this country. That's what they were about. It's what liberty is. Liberty is. And basically, we have to keep in mind because somebody's always trying to think of everything because that is also human nature. Well, so when I came over from the Democratic Party, it was a big elite as many might think, right? So I know that we had a lot of success reaching out to smaller conservatives, and so there are a lot more former Republicans than there are former Democrats in our party. And so one of the sort of legacies from our old party, one of the things that I call it, I have a visceral reaction to anything that's also Republican. I just do. And anybody, or not anybody, I don't speak for everybody, but we've observed that anybody that's former Republican will have a visceral reaction to anything that's also Democrat, right? And it's also at least I think just that, right? But there's a rhetorical thing here because a lot of times it's just about language. So right-wing people say cut federal agencies, right? Left-wing people say dismantle the system of privilege, right? Left-wing people will say, over-regulation. Left-wing people will say crony policy. See many people like that. We're saying the same thing, but we're just, saying everything at the same time. And it was like, and it's always been like the anti-nationalism explodes. Like, intellectual diversity is a strength for us. The fact that we don't have a lockstep talking points about a tight environment, that's a good thing. Like, that's a really good thing. But we have to not be afraid of the fact that exploring the vast space that exists outside the old status quo narratives, right? So, to me, that means not so much, I guess when there's like isolated individuals, like I do kind of support these, most people feel very unwelcome that no platform is that like thing, like no Nazi should stand on our stage and recruit within our spaces, so like that's really super important, right? But I think what's also super important is kind of to echo what Joey said, like that love, right? That love of liberty, that desire to bring more people in. And we have a lot of issues that these sort of liberty independent like types could be really open to right now. The anti-war, the gender and sexual minorities, and immigration reform, anything that would be like a social issue. I don't really say social issue for libertarians. Like I shouldn't, like that whole half of our top of the North Chart, that sort of is there, right? So I think just kind of laying down the figure that I understand there's a lot that we have a non-aggression principle. We're not addressing liberty still because somebody said like a plural adjective, like we're not even collective, like just it's okay. We have the non-aggression principle. We can explore a lot of other issues that people are underrepresented to. And I guess I'm going to share my knowledge time. I'm going to keep talking. So everybody can stay home. We're going to initiatives when we can. Revitalization that we should be passed directly to the people. And we're going to process where after the new passes blame for white, we can get signatures that we're back to the people. So it's actually direct democracy. Don't panic, right? But so I just accidentally got something from my convince that they're going to share about your British committee. And our internal infrastructure is kind of just going to be right now. So if you're one of those affiliates of the ONC intermediate, like a couple decades ago, we still have recovered from that. So like I get a project for us to work on that we build internal infrastructure. So I'm like, let's do whatever. Because the legislature not only needs to do it, and they passed, this is kind of hard to parse out, but they passed some legislation this session that taxed the initiative that
if you ask, in a way, to open them up, they will flip up. They're not trying to lie to us. They're just presenting their commonalities. Because we open ourselves up with this freedom of speech and providing a platform for all these unique and odd and passionate views that we all have. They believe and they know that we will allow them this platform because we hear so much about freedom of speech. So we need to use that freedom of speech anthem. I'm not saying open debate is going the right way. There was a recent scandal with the State Party Convention. I disagree with that debate. I don't think we need to provide a platform. As the doctor said, the Libertarian Party Convention, fascists have no place in an anti-fascist convention. But there are ways to use the freedom of speech, to let them talk, so we ask them questions, pointed questions, to find these points where they disagree with us. And we can point out and be like, that right there, the wing wall, that's not really in our philosophy. Restricting movement, it's not really in our philosophy. Keeping trans individuals from transitioning, it's not really in our philosophy. Setting up surrogate, not really in our philosophy. Like, you believe it, I'm not going to do anything, but maybe this isn't the party for you. But you gotta do it slowly, and it's difficult because we find them. Side note, anecdote, we didn't do the blood, I'm so sorry. I was on Facebook the other day, responding to one of our vice chairs posts, something or other, and I mentioned casually about another partner of mine. I'm married, but I have a partner with my partner, and I'm not with each other. And he was allowing me to move into a party. And I was told, I was told I was going to be one of the first to meet our partners. And I think it's a comment. So I searched on it, and I searched the page. 223 mutual Libertarian Party members are living. These people come in, they hold their views, their song, their passion, and even their passion. But they'll split up, and they let them, and when they're used to from our philosophy, we need to be strong and say, this doesn't align with what we believe. We're a party of principle, guys. We're a party of principle. We need to stick to our principle. Freedom of speech doesn't mean we have to give them a lot to their speech. We just don't take away theirs. They can have their websites, they can have their slash hole, they can have their hands, I don't want it. But they don't need to be started. Their beliefs in our party, using our names, and co-opting our ballot access because of it. Freedom of speech doesn't mean we not oppose them. Let them flip up, call them out, and tell them they can't do right.
Mr. Sharp, I guess the question is, what happens when I'm already here? Right? I'm already part of either in leadership or party members or whatever is here. Is there value? This is not an opinion, it's a question. Is there value in doing debate once they're here? Or is there some way that we should be selling them some way, shape, or form? What happens when they are here?
This is my opinion. I'm not speaking for anyone else.
I'm asking for your opinion.
We have heard examples that going on in one of the southern states, I think that we have continuously, routinely, and consistently speak values that are not aligned with ours, regardless of their position in the party. We need to make a stand and like, you know what? You don't want it because maybe 90%, 80%, whatever. You don't belong here. Just because something is not in, because they know how to manipulate their own base to come in and take over. Or we talk down there.
I'm thinking well, I'm asking the question. I'm saying, okay, this person exists. Does that mean we should now put a spot on them and lead them so that everyone believes that they're wrong and they go bad and they leave? Is that an option? To me, it's the option. No, here's the rules where we can end up promoting that they're wrong. Like, what is the answer to that?
I'm not getting that. The unfortunately about this debate is because they have organized to come in with mass numbers. These people have support. They bring their own people in, slowly trickling in under the guise of agreeing with their philosophy. To debate them isn't going to go anywhere because they're already going to have people in that room because they're in that room millions of roles. They brought their own people in. Debating them is going to get around loudly, round of applause by those who agree with them. Just because people in an affiliate agree with the leader or the speaker or whoever doesn't mean they'll like our philosophy. There needs to be a philosophical agreement for these people. If they don't agree with our philosophy, we need to put a spotlight and be like, hey, that person over there doesn't agree with 90% of our philosophy. Let's find a way to remove them from the position of power. I'm not saying I know exactly how to remove them, but we need to find a way to remove them from positions of power that they have in our party because that was their goal. Their goal is to come in and take positions of power and co-opt us and use us for ballot access and use us for our organization. We spent 50 years building. We cannot let people with different philosophies use our organizational and our ballot access.
So not remove them from the party, but just the position of power.
So there's a party membership we can't really control because you sign up with this department, with us, with State Board of Elections, and you can say whatever party for us. But we have control over who shows up at our meeting, and we have control over who is involved in the organization and the actual activism. My personal belief is that we remove them from any sort of power or involvement in the actual organization aspect of our party. So I can't go in and tell the State Board of Elections to change their registration, but I personally believe if they disagree with us on our philosophy, they should not be here, especially when they have a coordinated attempt to take over. I hate to be so dramatic about it, but we're under attack. They have coordinated action. They go on. They have game plans. Like, we in advance game plans saying, hey, we're going to go to this affiliate. This person's going to lead this. They're going to start this debate. You would not leave below the organization they have to come and take over.
So I heard some of this going on even during the Gary Johnson campaign for president, and there was a lot of he was a libertarian, especially with the VP candidate, who did renounce his earlier positions. So I wonder, like, you gave some names, like where the continuum gets intolerant.
Can you name this, please?
there's a difference between saying, you know, I'm for a minimal social net and saying, you know, I'm for return again.
Yes.
I think there's only two ways to solve show up. This is democracy. Have fun. It's not easy. And the victors are the people who show up. It's about just getting bigger. Yeah, it's never getting bigger. Getting bigger. The Democratic Party has already a KKK members. Yes, the Republican Party has turned into a great house. Yes, it doesn't. The point is, always stop other people. And that's the only way. You can't take another one. It's the only way. The only way to prevent them from getting positions of leadership is if they show up and don't vote for them. That's the only way to because we can't stop the rules. And as I mentioned before, the peak hour, sometimes people are ready with me and are doing all these actions, which is not wholly fair. So we're not going to discuss that. But that gets into the and so obviously, it's okay to us to start getting yourself as a politician to do it. Because it's easy to be for actions. So we're all for it. I don't care. So we'll be able to answer questions and watch us address those two questions together. As a citizen not in charge of Florida anymore, I will not debate it. But I will. This is the way Florida lives. We don't debate certain fundamentals of human rights. And so in that part of your question, it's not about sort of it's not about hearing the matter. This person sort of less than 100 start to talk about people
of politics and start being the Big Mac of politics. In states like Massachusetts, I think that you can get the Republicans. They'll probably be the McRib if you guys go and be the Big Mac. They're already sort of trying, it sounds like. If they're not even running enough candidates where even if all of them won, they couldn't even override a veto. I mean, really? Really? So I want to talk to you about the wasted vote. Do you guys understand what the wasted vote is? Does anyone think they know what the wasted vote is? Mr. Perry, go ahead.
The wasted vote is this theory that Republicans and Democrats have come up with that says if you don't vote for the guy that comes in first or second, you have wasted your vote. I contend that believers of the wasted vote theory, if they don't vote for the guy that wins, they've wasted theirs. So that is by my points of taking their claim to its logical conclusion.
So Mr. Perry has a definition of the wasted vote. It's not my definition of the wasted vote. My definition of the wasted vote is a little different. All around this country, every day, there are people who are so frustrated with the terrible options that they've been given by the old parties, with the lying and the cheating and the corruption, with the foreign wars, with the excessive spending, with the interference of the government into every aspect of our lives, that they've decided that they're done. That they cast their last vote for a Republican or a Democrat. That they're done. That they'll never vote for an old party politician again in their life. And they go into a ballot box, and they have a ballot in front of them, and they're ready to vote Libertarian because they want all of their freedoms all of the time. They're ready to break away from the old party status quo. They're ready to vote for liberty. And there's not a Libertarian on their ballot. That vote is wasted. And those are the wasted votes that we have to stop wasting. We are at a point in this country where so many Americans are so frustrated with old party government that they want to be libertarian, and their votes are going to come down like rain. And when rain hits a roof, it goes into the gutter, and it can either go out and go into the street and down into the sewer, or you can put in a rain barrel, you can catch that rain, and you can harness that rain, and you can use it for beneficial purposes. Every single libertarian candidate is a rain barrel to catch those libertarian votes. And that's what we need to do. We need to stop letting people's votes be wasted. The National Party has a goal for the 2016 elections that we will run more than 1,000 candidates across this country. I'd like it to be even more than that, but we have committed that we will run more than 1,000 candidates across this country. I was talking to Mr. Fishman, your political coordinator. Apparently, in the state of Massachusetts, it takes about 150 signatures to run for state assembly. Is that right? Okay. And then for state senate, it's a whopping, 300? So the question is, why is it that the Libertarians would run less candidates than the Republicans? Why would we be the McRib? What's the point in that? Get out there and be a Libertarian candidate. Show your citizens, show the community members, show your neighbors and your friends what being a Libertarian is all about. Go out there and catch those votes. Because every time you run for office as a Libertarian, it's free advertising. The media doesn't need to cover us. They don't like to cover us. The old parties would prefer that they not ever cover us. But when you're running for office, there's a certain level of coverage you just have to get. You're on the ballot. They got to cover you at least a little bit. And that's your opportunity to get out there and show how we're different, to make that difference by being different. The other thing about running lots of candidates, and I believe we should run candidates up and down the ballot everywhere that is humanly possible to do, is it's easy for the old parties to defend against a couple of candidates. You run a couple of races, they can put money and effort into stopping you. It's very difficult to defend against all of the candidates. It's real hard for them to know where you're coming from, and where you're coming from is everywhere. It creates excitement, it creates energy, and it shows that we're viable. We are a real political party that's not going anywhere. Somebody earlier in the day asked me how the building is going. You know, we have a national headquarters. We own our own headquarters. We are only one of 3 political parties in this country that does that. And the other 2 are, I hope, on their way out. We are the only political party that believes in all of your freedoms all of the time. We don't make exceptions and we don't make you make choices. Up until the Supreme Court kind of took that issue off the table. It used to be that the biggest problem, let's say that you were gay, and you wanted to protect yourself from another. But you also wanted to get married. It used to be the old parties who made you pick which of your freedoms are more important to you. Is it the freedom to marry who you love, or is it the freedom to carry weapons to defend yourselves from somebody who harmed you? Because you get married to this one, and then we're taking away the other one, or vice versa. You want to be defended? You want to be married? Your call. Only the Libertarian Party says that's not a choice that any American should ever have to make. That's not a choice that any American should ever have to make on any one of our freedoms. All of your freedoms, all of the time. I want you to keep your money. I want you to keep your guns. I want it to not be the government's business what you put in your body. I want the government to stop using your money to bomb innocent people overseas. I want all of these things. I don't want to settle for half a loaf. For too long, the old parties have given our fellow citizens half a loaf. And it's up to you to go out there and tell them that you don't have to settle. That if you really want freedom, you're a keeper. And we're going to stand up for you and for your rights. Showing up is so crucial. But it's also crucial to be nice. Rabbi Mordechai Sachs, when referring to the last Lubavitcher writing, said, good leaders create followers, and great leaders create leaders. Now, as a party, the Libertarian Party has a remarkable percentage of young people in it. It has a remarkable number of people who are coming up in politics who have decided not to take the path that their parents and their grandparents took, not to settle for half a loaf because they want all of their freedoms. And when it comes to a young coming up in this party, there are 2 things you can do when you're young. You can build them up into good leaders. You can nurture them, you can mentor them, you can show them how they can take control and bring the party to places that it's never been before. You can build up your young. The other option, when young, is you can eat them. And it's not funny anymore, because for too long that's exactly what we've done in this party. When young people come in, we turn on them so we kill them, we roast them, and we eat them. And then they never come back. And then they wonder why we don't get bigger. We don't get bigger because we need to be nicer. We need to be nice because we as a party are in a unique place. Because we don't believe in giving out government favors with other people's money. Because we don't have any capitalist donors who are going to give us favors that we would give out. We have no money. We have no power. We have no favors to give. That's what keeps other people in old parties. It's the favors, it's the power, it's the money. That's why they stay there even if they're in. All we have is attitude. All we have is who we are. And who we are is beautiful, but we need to show people that. We need to be more welcoming and accepting of people. We need to bring people in. We're the only party that believes fully in the individual and in individualism. We believe in individual rights, not government rights, not states' rights. We believe in the individual. And that's why it is so depressing when I see Libertarian Party members treat other people in groups. Treat other people as a collective. That as soon as somebody says something that you don't agree with, they say, hey, you know what? I really think public schools are important. It's a wonderful word that means nothing to anybody outside this room. And it's mean. You're not listening to that person as a person. And for a party of individualists, it's the greatest evil you can do, is to treat others like they're not individuals. Those are people too. And they're people who may want to be libertarian if you will let them grow. I was talking to somebody earlier today who was talking about the frustrations of talking to people about libertarianism, and they don't get it. They don't get it. And I asked, how long did it take you to get it? And it was plus or minus 35 years. They're not going to get it the first time. So don't make them. Don't force them. Meet people where they're at. Listen to what they have to say. Try and find out what's important to them. The local hero of yours around here, I think. One of the Malianzi brothers died a couple years ago. Last year? Tom died. Which is a loss for all of us, living like the car talkers. And one of the interviews that he gave, he said, you know, my wife thinks I'm stupid. Because we have these arguments. We have these fights. And I just say, yeah, honey, you're right. And she thinks I'm dumb because she's always right. But you know what? How many of you ever want to argue with your spouse? Did you win? Or did you win a night on the couch? No, I won. There's a unicorn in the room. I won't get a picture of it. We have choices. We can choose to persuade other people, or we can be so focused on being right and beating them over the head with how right we are and forcing them to the ground and twisting their arm behind their back and saying, tell me I'm right, I'm right, tell me I'm right. We try and beat people over the head with our ideas. They can't hear us anymore. And if they can't hear us, they can't be persuaded. And if they can't be persuaded, then we can never get them started along that path that for some of us takes 35 years. If they won't take the first step, they'll never get to the destination. So think about that when you're going out and you're talking to people who aren't libertarians yet. That you have these choices. You can persuade or you can be right. You have to learn to speak their language. Quick show of hands. There's one old party with the elephants. I think they're called the Republicans, pretty sure. And then there's the other old party with the donkeys. Show of hands if you refer to them as the Democrat Party. Anyone? Okay. Show of hands if you refer to them as the Democratic Party. Okay. What about Jeff? The first group that refers to them as the Democrat Party, you cannot be heard by anyone from that side of the aisle. They literally cannot hear you. Because by using a term for them that is not the term that they use for themselves, they have immediately pegged you as being right-word leaning, and they cannot hear what you have to say. They will not hear you. They will not listen. So if you use the other term, not that I see at the end when you're talking to people, because it's polite to refer to people how they want to be referred to. So if they prefer Mr. to Mrs., then you call them Mr. If vice versa, then you call them whatever. It costs you nothing. It gives you a great deal of influence. Because if they can't hear you, they can't understand you. Once you're speaking your language, once you're done with the insider language of status and you know, these terms that we use as libertarians mean a lot to us, but mean nothing to people inside of us. The next step is to focus on how many people in this room are persuaded. Lots of you. Well, this should be pretty much, you know, a repetition. I would hope. But there's an old saying that says that if you have a product that's got 10 features, right? And you have a customer. Never talk about the other. This is how it has to work in libertarianism. There are people out there who agree with us on many, many issues and disagree with us strongly on some of them. And you don't have to. Don't talk about that other stuff. Focus on the areas of agreement. And now the point of the argument is if you agree with me on 9 out of 14 issues, vote for me. If you agree with me on 14 out of 14 issues, find a psychiatrist. We don't agree on everything and we shouldn't force that. Because we can work together on things that we agree on without making people bend to our will and agree with everything we say. We can focus on the areas of agreement. And if there's somebody who really does like gun control, but otherwise they're a libertarian, it's probably not a great idea to talk to them about guns. Why would you bring that up? That's insane. Focus on positions, not people. This is very important for being nice. And it's a habit that's easy to fall back into, and I have to remind myself all the time because it's very natural for us to treat interactions as personal. As, you know, I'm attacking someone else because they're attacking me. We internalize that. Talk about what position they've taken and why that's wrong. Not about that person being a bad person. There's no need to speak ill of somebody else. You know, if somebody is a terrible, horrible racist, then talk about how race is really wrong. And we don't like racism, and that's not what we're about. And that position is different from our position. But there's no need to say that that's a bad guy. He's obviously wrong about something. It's totally wrong. But why would you drop to that level? And if you do that, you'll find that people who don't even agree with us on the issues will see how we comport ourselves. And just think to themselves, you know, that guy's a nicer guy than the other guy. And I don't really have a strong opinion on politics, but I'm going for the nicer guy. There's a brown group in politics that the Republican Party is learning right now. There is an entire generation of young people who are coming into one of the worst economies that we've ever had, who have terrible job options, who could really use to keep more of their paycheck. And they have this party, this Republican Party, that at least mouths the words of, we'll let you keep more of your paycheck. And 95% of the millennial generation will never go anywhere near that party. Even though it would be very beneficial for their paycheck, even if they like having guns, they won't go near that party. Because that party has developed an identity of being bigoted and mean. That's the identity that they've chosen to cultivate. And those chickens are coming home to roost. They will not support people who are mean. And we can either learn that lesson from our old party friends about not to be like that, or we can try and emulate them and see if we can be here. I would posit to you that being nicer is probably the better move, long term. Because this is a long game. This is not a short game. This is not the next election. This is not the next 2 elections. This is nothing less than a world set free in our lifetimes. Our lifetimes are long. And getting so we stay in this for the long term and take those long term wins and not go for these short term gains. Not, you know, there's no need to coddle up to people for a short term gain. From where we are as a party right now, we are in the long game. I have a new phrase for everybody. It could be the new thing. I don't know. We have to try it out. But it's something I learned from a guy named Larry Sharp in New York. And it's one of the things he suggests when you're talking to somebody who's new to the whole libertarian thing. And they tell you, you know, their position on whatever. Government schools are great. I love public schools. They're the best thing ever. Try this phrase out. It's free. It's useful. It's helpful. You might be right. You might be right. Just learn how to say that. And everyone say with me, I don't participate. You might be right. Not everybody. How's that feel? You feel good? I might not be right. Or I might be right. That's the key. couple of videos, 3 minutes, you're going to be out. The handle is sharp and angular, like rugby glass. And you cut yourself as soon as you pick it up, and you just keep shoving it. You're pouring blood down your hand. It's hard to hold that handle. So don't pick things up by the wrong handle. You know, when you come out of an election, Mr. Fitman, did you run for something recently?
I ran for city council in 2013.
Okay, 2012. In 2013, how many votes did you get?
I got 240 votes in my primary, which was not enough for 5 race.
Okay. So, there's a handle by which the whole parties would like you to pick that up. And that is, you're a loser. I'm not a loser. You feel good? There's a candidate with really bad hair who goes around here. I figure I try out, see if it worked for me. It's not really my thing. You know, you guys don't think.
You might be right.
I might be right. Oh, man. That's not a They want you to pick it up by that handle because they know that you can't hold it by that handle for very long. That every time that you don't take the office that you ran for, you think you're a loser. And you're told that you're a loser. And why would you keep running, you loser? You keep losing, loser. Eventually that gets to everybody. It's hard to pick it up by that handle. You're not a loser. You're a winner. Because it's your job. You have to understand what your job is as a candidate. And now I know that y'all have a football team, a regional football team here. This is pretty good. And the football is that world champion. Okay, I'm just checking. You know, and whether they make you piece ethics or not, they are quite good at the game of football. Right. No, that's fact. What are your notes for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are? Okay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers had the dubious honor in 2014 of being the losingest team in professional football. They lost more games than any other team in professional football. Mr. Fishman, how long is professional season?
16 games.
16 weeks. 16 games. How many games did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the losingest team in football, play in 2014?
16.
And how many games did every single player for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers down to the lowest interior lineman suit up for in 2014? 16. 16. Unless they were. They still show up. They still show up and they sit on the sidelines and they wear their team colors. They support the people who are out on the field. But every single one of those players for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers put on a stupid-looking Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey every single game for 16 games, whether they lost the last 10 games or not. Because their job, their mission is, yes, to win a game. But it's to go out there on that field and proudly wear the Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey and stand for the collective hopes and dreams of every Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan out there every single week through the entire season, no matter how bad it's been. That's their job. And that's your job as a libertarian candidate. We exist to serve others. And I know that doesn't always work so well in a party that, you know, has some people who are very strongly exist as an individual. The reason we run as candidates is to provide a voice, to provide a message, to provide somebody going out on the field for every single one of those voters who decided that they want all of your freedoms all the time and they don't want to settle for half a loaf. It's our job to put on that jersey and get out on that field. And maybe we won't win this game. Maybe we won't win the next game. But every single time you go out there and you give it all that you have, you win. Because you bring more and more people in and they see that you care about them more than the old parties care about them, that you care about this country more than the old parties care about this country. The Massachusetts Republicans don't care about Massachusetts. If they really did, they would show up for a couple of games. But they don't. They don't because they won't show up for the games that they're not going to win. Because they're lazy and they're weak. Because they don't believe that they're in it for the people. They believe that they're in it for the power that they may be able to get if they can take that seat. And they will not go any race where they're not going to take the seat. And that's fine for the corrupt old party. But we're not that corrupt old party. And that's why we go out to every game, whether we win or not. That's why we go out to every election, whether we're going to win or not. That's why we stand up over and over and over again and put on a big old jersey that says libertarian on it and say, I'm here for you because I want our town. I want our county. I want our state. I want our country to be better. I want it to be more free. And that's why I say, and won't you stand with me? One of my favorite political philosophers, Malcolm X, said, if you're being oppressed, you don't play by the rules of the oppressor. That's just fundamentally bad strategy. The reason that we are so free, the reason that we can win, is precisely because they say we can't win. When we go out there, we stand up in every race. Sure, you know, people say, well, the Republican or the Democrat, they're going to be the one who takes the seat. That may be true. But we can make it work. They may be able to take it, but we can make it work. We can stop them from just taking it without any opposition whatsoever. We can make them answer for their terrible bad ideas. Many of you might know that I used to be a public defender. And what people often don't realize is that the best case when you're doing criminal defense is the unwinnable case. It's the one where your client's on video and he totally did everything the prosecutor said that he did, and there's no legal defenses whatsoever, and you know, there's just no good outcomes here. That's the best case ever. And the reason the unwinnable case is the best case is there's no downside. There's literally no downside. Oh gosh, if I lose this case, my client's going to go to jail for a long time, huh? Well, so what? You're going to go to jail for a long time whether or not I plead, or I go to trial. He's going to go to jail for a long time whether or not I just kind of roll over and do a half-assed defense. Or if I make us have motion hearing after motion hearing after motion hearing, for you to give every single constitutional right to my client on his way to jail for a long time. And you know what? Sometimes that was the best way to get a good outcome out of a terrible case, is you make the other side work. You force them to do extra work, and eventually they get tired of dealing with you, and they start having to give you a better offer than he was going to get if he lost a trial. And at that point, then we maybe have something to negotiate with. If you go out there and you run in every single race, and you make it difficult and unpleasant for your whole party opponents, they may decide that maybe it's a good idea to start relaxing some of our positions, so these annoying libertarians. I'm not trying to win every race. I'm trying to win freedom. Maybe if we give them a little bit of freedom, we can take some wind out of their sails. That's a win, ladies and gentlemen. If you look like a win on the scoreboard, you may not be the one who takes the office, but if you really are doing this for your country, if you really are doing this for your fellow citizens, and by your efforts in running a libertarian campaign, they get a better life. They get a more free Massachusetts. My God, you're winners. And I hope that you have more wins like that. You have to be happy warriors. one day for the government to steal people's property to give it to a private developer, even if there's no public use. And what the attorneys at IJ did after they lost that case was they came back to the office, and for one day they had sort of a day of commiserating over the fact that they just lost. And the very next day they started